What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Camp Kesem auction here on the PWCC Weekly Auction right after the National. Tonight is Sunday, the 30th of July, which means that we are here looking at hundreds of items and cards ending for Camp Kesem. That is right. A lot has went into this. Tons of sponsors, hundreds of items donated, items being sold at the National. It's been a lot, and we are trying to break over $50,000 in fundraising for these kids tonight. I gotta say, I don't know the total number we are at so far this year because of how items are being sold in different capacities. Through here, through our booth at the show, through the trade night at the show. But we will definitely try to hit over 25 grand tonight on the weekly auction. Julian, I gotta say, how are you feeling after the National, man? You gotta be tired. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'd say firstly, I'm pretty tired. We left Chicago at like 4-ish, 5-ish.
Five-ish,
Came
yeah.
back to Milwaukee. Then from there, I booked it to Madison. Got back like 5 minutes ago. So I am a little exhausted, but I'm still on that national high a little bit with the pickups and buzzing from that. And now we get to look at some more cards. So life is good.
Absolutely, man. The National was, in my estimation, I think many others as well, the best National yet that they've attended. This might be my seventh or eighth National. I gotta get that official count, so I stopped saying seventh or eighth. And it was the best one I've been to. I feel like everyone in the room that was at the National wanted to be there and wanted to be buying and selling and trading cards with each other. It really felt like the people, were at a solid point in the hobby where they, everyone understands where the market's at. They understand what they want to collect, and they were seeking out the people, like-minded people. Julian, you went to 2 trade nights in one night. You saw how many people were filling up the rooms, wanting to buy and sell soccer and F1 cards. And, there's trade nights for football, basketball, baseball as well. The Hyatt was packed last night. But, man, it's been a fun week. As you can probably tell, both of our voices are going a little bit. But we're excited to be here because there is officially, what do we got? We got 117 items ending for Camp Kesem tonight. And we're going to walk through some of these items, talk about some of them, and also be throwing in bids ourselves as we hope to raise a bunch of money for the kids of Camp Kesem. And of course, if you don't know what Camp Kesem is, it's a charity organization around the country, but I've been involved at UW-Mass in Wisconsin as a college student and now after college as well. And we're pushing to raise over $300,000 in total donations over the last 3 years. So I think to do that, we probably got to get around $25,000 on the auction tonight. We are currently at $16,586 in the total bids. So I got to say, if you're sitting at home right now and you're like, I'm doing nothing or want to buy some cards, this is where you should be. I'm glad you're here because if you scroll over to the left side of the stream, big shout out to PWCC. This is the second straight year that they built this specific Camp Kesem charity auction filter. If you click that filter, you will see all of the items that are in fact part of the Kesem charity auction. And we will be talking about these at length for some of these items and buzzing around to some of the others. There's cards as low as $10. There's cards as high as $2,000 right now. For those that were here 2 weeks ago, Julian, remember buying this Lawrence? Do you remember we bought it for?
I have no idea. I was trying to look back at what we bought the Piastri for as well, but seems like ages ago, especially after this week.
Yeah, so I think that the Lawrence was bought for $2,310, July 16th by us, with the PWCC shopping spree to fund some of this auction. And here you go. Next bid already takes it to that much as is. So, we kind of played the cards right, I think. And you remember the Piastri? You want to highlight that one for everyone?
Yeah, I'm looking here now. July 16th, we bought that for $504. So we've already passed what we bought it for. We were suspecting that it would do well considering how well McLaren have been doing. The race today was not the best. Piastri didn't finish the race. After the first lap, he kind of had an incident with Carlos Sainz. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but the rest of the weekend was really good for him because they had like the sprint race. I don't know. Most of you probably don't know what that is, but it was basically like a shorter race that they've started doing some of the weekends. So he finished second on that. So good weekend for McLaren outside of that.
And as you can see, with the next bid already takes us to $720 full in, which is plus like $200 something. And I gotta say, the biggest thing about this auction tonight, when you're placing bids, obviously you see how it says with buyer's premium. It's the 20% on top of what your bid is. That's how the PWCC weekly auction works. PWCC once again is donating the full buyer's premium. That means that any item that goes tonight, PWCC will not collect a single dollar from it. This is fully funding Camp Kesem and kids going to camp for free whose parents are impacted by cancer. So that literally means, Julian, the $500 we spent last week is going to net at least $700 around there in the end. So some good purchases there, some good purchases on the Lawrence. I can't wait to see how the rest of these items turn out. Now, for anyone out there, I want to hear from you all. First of all, were you at the National? I know we don't have like a crazy amount of people in here right now, but did you make it to the National and did you have a fun time? And then my second question is, if you are looking at things tonight, or maybe, I know you might not want to share the card that you're going to be bidding on, but if you do want to share, maybe your favorite card in the auction that you're not bidding on, just want to hear from some people, hear about some items that you may be going or you might maybe liking. And I know I'm going to be doing my fair share of bidding here tonight, as the National is crazy. We can talk about the National a little bit, but the National is crazy. Julian, from give me your 2-minute synopsis on what the event was like for those that couldn't be there, day to day, and what the vibe was like.
I mean, I was shocked in a good way. There was so many people who showed up. I was at the National in Chicago 2 years ago, but I only went for a day. And obviously that was during the boom. So the expectation was to be probably a lot less than that. And considering the amount of people who showed up, I started questioning that. There's so many people. Show floor was bigger. Obviously they expanded it. I didn't even get to walk all the way down. People were coming up talking. I mean, it was amazing. By far the best National I've been to so far. I've only been to 3, but I'm sure you think the same thing. But I mean, it was cards morning, during the day, at night. Like you said, we were in our hotel on the 8th floor, and there was people at the trade night on the bottom floor, and we could hear it at like 1 a.m., which was crazy. So I mean, anybody who's saying that they thought the hobby was going to die down, it's not looking like that right now.
Yep, it stings for you if you're making that take, because the hobby is definitely booming. I mean, we can talk more about the National another time. I know we want to get on to talking about these items for the kids, but I swear, items being purchased at one moment, 10 minutes later, were being sold at the booth to someone else because they really wanted the card. It was really a cool feeling to be able to, obviously it's flipping, buying a card and reselling it, but really just to be wheeling and dealing nonstop. Like, I've never taken a show so seriously in that aspect, and I had a phenomenal time. It was just amazing. So why don't we jump on a few of these items? We'll go through some of them. Julian, I'll comment on some of them. I'll throw it to you for some of them. And if you're watching at home, feel free to throw in bids as you want to, even if you buy a card for more than it's worth. I'm not saying you have to do that. Obviously, try to get some deals if you want to, but know that every single dollar is going to a great, amazing cause, and it's going to change kids' lives. And I'm not, it sounds, exaggerated, but it's really not. It is. These kids, this is the best week of the year for them. And this auction here on PWCC, shout out to PWCC and all the donors as well for helping make this happen. We're 17 seconds away here from extended bidding, so I'm really excited to jump into this once we hit extended bidding. Nick, next, I'm curious to know what was hot and cold this year at the National. I saw a ton of football being moved and traded and being the dominant category. So, Julian, I'll take this first and I'll let you talk. But for me, a lot of people were walking up to the booth trying to sell football, NFL specifically. And for myself, I'm not super into NFL cards. I like collecting some of my players, maybe some Packers, maybe like a J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt, Jonathan Taylor here and there. But I'm just not that into it. And I can't speak from the experience on if dealers were selling football well, but I sure as heck know that people walking the show floor were looking to deal on football. I got to say, though, Bowman Chrome University was flying out of our booth. I mean, I did not expect to sell any of it. I told Julian, Julian, I'm just bringing these here. I don't think they'll sell. What, 70% of the ones we brought sold?
Yeah, and we put out a whole case of it. It wasn't just like a few cards, and that thing we kept replenishing it, and it had holes in it, like a ton of holes at the end because we didn't have any cards left.
And most of the ones filling up the space was John or Braylon Allen, probably.
Yeah, and we even sold a couple Braylon Allen, which I wasn't really expecting.
Yeah, exactly, man. Well, to you, what was what do you feel the buzz was like at the National?
I mean, there was we sold basically every sport, even like some Stranger Things cards, which I didn't expect at all. That was another thing that Aaron was like, maybe I don't put it out because I don't know if it's going to happen. And there was a lot of people who were interested in that. I was surprised at the amount of people who were interested in soccer, which is great. It just shows the growth of the sport compared to like last National and the National before that. But yeah, the surprise was definitely the Bowman Chrome University. I was surprised at how many people were like asking about that, and some people came away with some good cards.
Definitely, man. And yeah, I didn't put the Stranger Things out for the first day. I ended up putting him out, I think, day 2, and actually ended up doing quite well. All right. Now we're gonna start at the bottom, I think, and move up to the top because I think that the items at the bottom are some of the more maybe attainable ones for all of us watching. The ones at the top are obviously very expensive. So we'll start from low to high, and go from there. I guess maybe I should actually just filter it by low to high, so I don't have to like reverse scroll. Give me a second. And Julian, as I go through it, stop me at any time if there's any reason that you like really like an item or want to speak about an item, all that stuff. And Wesley, we'd love to see you at the next national in Cleveland. All right, so here we go. The first one here is a starting bid of $5 and an SGC 7 of Wander Franco from Ben Baller. I think this got a 7 because it had a bunch of pin dots on the front of the card, so it doesn't even have a bid right now. But I'll put a bid on that. I got to make sure the kids at least get $6 out of that card. Throwing a bid on it right now. SGC 7 Wander Franco. And there's another one actually in the auction as well, but you got some lower end stuff here. So if you do only have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 to spare, you can actually get some cards for that price. And guess what? You actually get a card myself in here. So the Topps Big League short print, it's right here at $7. If anyone did want a card of myself, I was giving these away to some people at the National, signing some. There's an SGC 9.5 in this auction that does not have an extended bid placed yet. It's at $7. Pretty cheap price to pay. But also I don't think I should really be worth much more than that. So do what you will if you want to bid on that one or not.
No, what are you talking about? Most expensive card in the auction. It's gonna spike.
Oh, you think it's gonna go do like what? $2,000, $3,000?
Something like that. You get the auto on that. Ooh, straight on the eBay.
I actually signed Jordan's SGC case for himself. He had me sign the actual case. Like, it's already great by SGC. Actually cool. It popped like crazy. It looked really cool with the paint pen. I kind of liked it. But yeah, that's in there. You got some other rookies like Jonathan Taylor and Frank Kaminsky. Yeah, those are on my collection if you're wondering, 2 Wisconsin guys. But there is some strange things in here. Ayrton Senna from Formula One. You got Kyle Walker Peters from Revolution, number out of 75 there for the soccer fans. Dylan Cease at $11. I'm bidding on that. That's a Dylan Cease rookie auto. I know he's not doing as well this year as last year, but definitely throwing a bid there. I guess I don't really have to click bid every time. I'll stack them all up. Julian, didn't you have a dual patch of a basketball card at one point?
Yeah, I had it. It was a LeBron James and I want to say Drexler.
Yeah.
Dual patch. And it was one of the Wisconsin shows, and I was like, this is so cool. They had it down for like $20, and it was game used, and I was like, this is crazy. So I picked it up, and then I sold it a little bit later because it was a ton of hype. I mean, those dual patches are really cool considering just like the history behind it being game used with legendary players.
Yeah, you definitely got a lot of action on that. I got to shout a couple things out in the comments really quick. Indie Card Collector said back home safe and want to give you all a quick shout. So glad I got to see you all this week, and good to see you too, Shane. Hope you had a great show. And Andrew said, and the ages of people looking for soccer, from kids to adults, great people with great attitudes looking to talk soccer and chat cards. I know Andrew has a spectacular time at the Nationals doing what he loves most, is talking soccer with other people. Now there is a Braylon Allen. What?
I would say he had more than a great time. He sold basically every card he brought, and did very well for himself. So let's say that. So Andrew, I know you're watching. You better not complain about buying cards or selling cards anymore.
Julian salty at the complaints of the Slab Sox FC host. Just kidding. This is one of your players you've been picking up, huh, Julian?
Yeah, I got one of hers. Well, I had multiple. You bought two, the other one too. I think what's this one out of?
This one's numbered 199.
I think you gave me I sold me the out of 99.
Yeah, I gave you the purple one.
There was actually a lot of women's soccer hanging around the National too, but yeah, I have a couple Katarina Macarios because I think she's really good. Just a little unfortunate she's not playing in the Women's World Cup because they could definitely use her.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, when's the next Women's World Cup game?
That's a good question, and I know I asked Andrew this and he answered me, and I forgot.
Oh, and also, do you know what I realized is that I'm looking right now at the total bids in the auction, but it's going to be 20% higher than that because it doesn't say in my back end of the seller account. But right now, with buyer's premium, the auction is at $20,400. $412. The national Facebook page says it was the most attended in history. That's crazy.
Yeah, I believe it.
I believe it too because one, they expanded the show floor by like 30%. Did you see the lobby some of those days? The lobby was packed. Like people, it was all day, every day. It was just crazy.
Yeah, and not to mention that when we would set up, it was nice and cool, and then the second people started flowing in, we started sweating like a sauna.
That is true. That is true. There's a super nice Tim Duncan in here. You know, if you're a collector of mid 2000s basketball, this might be one for you. 2008 Topps Treasury bronze refractor, numbered out of 999 SGC 10. I picked this one up in the Midwest Monster thanks to the card ladder spending spree at the Midwest Monster. Got this one in for pretty cheap. I think around $30. So I'd love for this to go over 30. Down in the farms and the mod people selling it outside of the show was insane. Vinny, it was good to see you, first of all. And I didn't even think about that. You know, I just thought about people was hanging out there trying to get away from the hot show floor. You know, for those that were at the show, if you were in the lobby, was there people was like dealing like crazy? I mean, literally the trade nights and the lobby seems to be the place to be for attendees to really, you know, do their deals. That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that in like the lobby. There were people like who just like sit down on the floor and they were like doing trades and stuff with people. It was everywhere, man. And just to update to support what I just looked up, Andrew said it's Tuesday at 2 a.m. So a little earlier, but it's a big game for the U.S. So
Matt says, awesome seeing you this weekend, Aaron. Matt is awesome seeing you this weekend, too. And also, there are multiple cards that Matt donated in this auction, like this Ayrton Center right here. He actually transferred me like 10 different slabs for this auction. So, Matt, we really appreciate you. You know, invite me to the Ludix VIP Lounge this weekend to do a talk about this exact auction. So I really appreciate you giving me the time to do that and the support as well. I'm really pumped right now looking at this auction. So I know we got a while to go. We're only 8 minutes into extended bidding, but like the fact that we're already almost at 25K, I gotta think there's another $5,000 inside what can happen with this auction. And I can't wait to see what these cards start selling for as they start to wind down. There's a Ronaldo in here for those Ronaldo fans out there. There's a little bit of basketball. Yeah, Anthony Edwards, cracked ice PSA 10 rookie. Oh, a really nice price on that Jared Kelnick right there. Might need to grab that one, of course, from Wisconsin. Pretty nice one.
there's that Luigi Pokemon. So 100% we're gonna hit that mark. That's
What's the price of that one? Do you see it?
it was 975 last I checked before, or no 925 before without buyer's premium.
Got it. Well, I'm gonna have to throw a little bit of some bid action on this Kelnick. I know he's not playing as well right now, and he had a hot start to the season. You know, you can never really trust the guy if he gets hot. That's a big problem with him. But I'm gonna throw in a $50 bid. Might as well. I'm outbid already. What? What?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you laughed at something.
No. Oh, I laughed because you're up at right now.
Oh, thanks. Oh, you see the Felipe Drugovich?
I just saw that on your screen, so now I'm going to find it.
Kevin said, if you're only getting 65% of the comps inside and sell outside. Now, Kevin, I have to say, I ask a lot of people who walk up to the booth, like, hey, how's the show going? What are you doing? You know, what are you finding fun right now? Or what are you finding enjoyable? And a lot of people were telling me they were selling like on the show floor. And I have to say, I was buying a lot of them on the show floor. I wouldn't buy everything. There's dealers there that will buy anything, and they'll offer you maybe low because they're willing to buy anything if it's a good enough deal. I'm still pretty selective with what I buy, but I still spend a decent amount of money and got a decent amount of volume. But it really sounded like the dealers, you know, are pretty fair with customers out there, which is awesome to see. And I really need to make a play on the Sapphire Eloy Jimenez auto, considering he might be a Brewer by Tuesday. I mean, we need that bat in our lineup. We actually had a decent day in the batter's box today, but the pitching was not it. The pitching was not it today for the Brewers. And there's an Owasa orange out 25. Julian might be adding some new Formula One cards to his collection tonight.
Potentially.
I did not get a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar auto tonight, or I do not have one, or there's not one selling tonight. Down the farm said today alone I made 500 plus cash and trade in maybe 2 hours. So look at that. I mean, I really felt like that collectors were, you know, both dealers and show floor walkers were able to help fund, you know, everyone's fun at the show. Like I felt like the people were buying stuff for me, so I was buying stuff for my people. People are doing the same thing with others, and I really felt like that kept the show moving and kept the passion alive for him. It was awesome. It was great. I really don't have anything bad to say about the entire weekend, other than that I'm just tired because it was a long week. But
Aaron, that João Felix is calling your name.
no, I've already gotten scammed enough on either ex-Chelsea players or current Chelsea players. I need to take a break. I think. Thanks,
Very
Max.
fair,
Max,
very fair.
I don't know if Max is watching right now.
I blame Max. Yeah,
Shout out Max.
dude would buy a Chelsea card and run right over to our booth,
and he will not leave until I buy it.
Yeah, great negotiator.
He is fair. Which if he was being unreasonable, I wouldn't have bought the cards. But he was being fair. Now I do have to give a shout out to Adam with Basketball Card Fanatic here. So Adam actually creates Basketball Card Fanatic, and here we are. There is a CGC 9.8 on auction at $52. And the crazy thing about this one, this actually highlights the January premiere auction on the back of the issue. So this is a magazine that's all about basketball cards. Adam does a fantastic job putting it together. The Real 27 guy on Instagram. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually meet Adam on the show. I think he was there for like a day or two. But this magazine's on auction right now. It's at $52. It's of the Stephen Curry Black Tops rookie. And that's a nice price on that. I bought that for way lower at the Midwest Monster. And I really thought that'd be awesome to, use Adam's great magazine that actually features PWCC on the back and put it into the Kesem auction to, maybe help out some kids. So, I feel like that's really exciting. And actually, Adam did donate four subscriptions to his magazine as well. And I do want to give those away on tonight's YouTube stream. So for the giveaway for tonight, at the very end is going to be 4 year-long subscriptions to like the actual Basketball Card Fanatic magazine. And we're going to get you all set up with that so you can start receiving that. And I think it's like, I believe it's around like $100 a year value per subscription. So four of you all are going to win that tonight in our giveaway section. And I'll probably buy a card here tonight too that we'll be giving away. So 5 giveaways will be happening tonight. Please do not let me forget if I forget later in the night when we're doing the giveaways. But that's really awesome. Thank you to Adam and Basketball Card Fanatic. So Max was summoned here and says, I hope you're saying I am amazing. And Jonas says, what's Julian doing here? And now Max is wondering who let Julian talk.
Jonas, you know what I'm not doing is opening wax. You took it all.
Yeah, Jonas decided to go home with like 30, 50, 60 boxes of cards today at the show. Sealed wax it is. So you're going to find, if you are looking at this auction, I'm kind of dropping some bids as I go here. But you're going to find if you're looking at this auction, there's multiple Otanis that were donated from Sports Cards Winter Haven. And he actually donated $375 as well in cash. But there's multiple Otanis, and we're talking about, Julian, I cannot even tell you how many times I pulled this card of Heritage High Number. This was like an insert rookie that was worth like 50 cents. It's like a $60 card now. That's just how good Otani is. And you'll even find that there is like a base Heritage PSA 9 at like $110 right now for that card, which is nuts. Now there is one that I really want to speak about here.
I'll also cut in real quick and say,
go ahead.
Otani was also someone that was extremely hot. I think tons of people were coming up asking about Otani, and obviously he's a stud, but might play a little bit into the fact that he might be on the move.
I know. Well, at this point, I know we talked about this, and the Angels said they're not trading him. What if they just post something crazy at the last second? That would be quite interesting. But yes, I agree. Otani is very hot, and I had one nice Otani card in the case. I still have it now, but multiple people asking, do you have any Otani? The amount of people that like walked up and asked, do you have this? Otani was probably at the very top of the list.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing I was super shocked by, I should have mentioned earlier, was the amount of like international people who would come in just for the national, which just shows the global reach. And that just shows like Otani, like, and all these players are just global superstars. And there was a lot of international people that asked about Otani, which was
and shout out to Max and Jonas, for 2 of those people from the UK. There's so many people from the UK, even other parts of the world, Greece, Hungary, Germany, many other places as well that were at the show. But this one right here is really fun. If you're a fan of mid-2000s football, Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson, Brian Urlacher, and Calvin Johnson all in the same card, quadruple patch, number out of 15, game use patches at $70 feels like an absolute steal right now. So if you are a football fan, look up that UD Premier foursome patch, and I really hope that someone that collects those players can get that card in. Julian, I know like D Rose, really cool D Rose orange refractor in here. Is he one of your favorite basketball players ever?
I mean, he definitely sparked my interest in basketball. Being from Chicago and Chicago Bulls fan, that man was electric. And every time I see it, it kind of hurts me because he got hurt, but he's still around. So he is still making impact in the NBA. But yeah, man, that guy was something else.
Yeah. Nah, he was so fun to watch. I'll never forget the one where he dunked on Goran Dragic, and there is whoever's commentating was, "Did you not get the memo?" So funny.
Yeah,
Get
he
out the
would do
way.
like he would like whip it all the way back and dunk on people, which is like by itself without dunking on people is very hard. But
Nah, his 2 foot leaping ability was like unbelievable. Like insane dunks off of 2 feet. I
yeah,
think dunking off 2 feet is always more electric than dunking off of 1 foot, just to be honest.
yeah. I
Like
mean,
LeBron's like, go ahead.
I was gonna say I always on Instagram I always see like people posting about an NBA player they wish hadn't got injured and like could play like they did in their prime. And my answer is always Derrick Rose because what he could have done without those torn ACLs would have been crazy.
I agree. My man Max is kind of kicking me right now. So I came just to see Julian. I thought you
Max,
just said that.
I thought you came to eat the Giordano's pizza. Wasn't that was amazing that we treated you to?
Also, for the people in the hotel room, if you do want lunch tomorrow or today, there is some Giordano's pizza that we forgot on the fridge. But hey, it was at least refrigerated.
Yeah, because Max was supposed to take it and he pawned it off on us.
Max probably would have taken it and tried to trade it for my for one of my super nice soccer cards because Max always trying to rip me off in deals. Wesley, no, he did not make it to the national this year. And yes, Jonas. Also, this is a debate. Our friends from the UK are calling deep dish pizzas actually pies. They don't consider it pizza. They said it's really good, but they consider it pies.
They didn't give me a straight answer when we started talking about the English language. How is aluminum with NUM pronounced aluminium? That I'm still
My,
confused about that.
my favorite is still urinal pronounced urinal.
I'm gonna just start saying it like that.
I think I do now just because it's so funny.
Get all the looks when you're asking about where the urinal is.
Seriously. Okay, this Ronald Acuna is super sick. So this is not a rookie card. It actually says 2018 on the slab, but it's not a rookie card. It's 2019. But like Stadium Club, if it's soccer, if it's baseball, it's just got some of the best images. It's just got some of the best images. There's Acuna pointing at his bat. Probably pointing at how many home runs are in that bat right there. It's $195. Yes, it's an 8. It's probably got some chipping around the back edges, as you can see. It's just a dark card on the back. Funny thing, education here. The image on the back is actually his Heritage high number rookie picture. I'm like 99% sure of that. So kind of a fun one there, a little rookie image on the back of the card, but probably gonna drop some bids in on that too. I'm the national went very well, both from having fun with friends, just having a good time, but also from a buying and selling card standpoint, it was quite good. And I am looking to pay it back tonight by bidding on some things in this auction to support the kids at Camp Kesem. There's a really, really, really nice Khabib Gold Prism tribute flashback, whatever you want to call it, numbered out 10, PSA 9. This card is donated by Chicken 1 of 1, a big UFC collector and pack ripper. And I'd say 525 seems a little low on that. Seems a little low. And also, Julian, one of your major scores at the Midwest Monster, Jalen Hurts, 2020 select.
Yeah, that's definitely his market's heating up for sure because everyone's remembering that MVP season he had last year. So I saw that Midwest Monster, knew I had to pick it up.
Second in the MVP.
Sorry, second in MVP.
But let's be honest, it was like good enough to be in the MVP conversation, which makes me think in general, like, we talked about before, the amount of people that are buying Herbert instead of Hurts. It's going to be exciting to see kind of how this season pans out. I think it's going to tell a lot.
Yeah, I just want to preface that if anything comes out of my mouth that doesn't sound right, it's because I am exhausted. We're going to blame it on that.
Do you say something doesn't sound right?
Well, I said he won MVP.
Oh, okay, that's right. All right. We got Jordan in the house. Jordan, good to see you. How are you doing? I know you had to leave a little early from the national. I hope your flight home is safe and well. There's a Kevin Durant impeccable patch auto in this auction right now. Also, I realize elsewhere in this auction is a really nice Jackson Churio card I might try to get. But that's neither here nor there. I just remember that. That's a pretty expensive money, but we'll see. And I got to shout this one out. So I know that the scan is a little dark on this. This magazine pops like crazy. The scan did not capture the beauty of this magazine. So what this is right here, this was donated into the auction by the president of Slam Magazine. Slam Magazine themselves, I've known them for a few years now. Super, super nice over there. Nice team. And obviously, they're really big in the basketball space. They've been around for a long time. But they donated this first printed gold numbered 1 of 94. It's the only numbered Victor Wembanyama magazine covers. These 94 gold medal covers. It's graded a CGC 9.4 on the magazine. And it also has a custom label at the top that no other graded Wembanyama has. This was specifically graded with this Slam custom label on it. It looks like it's like kind of like a street court, which is really cool. It says Slam on the backboard. I think it's supposed to play off the one in the New York City location, which actually says Slam on the backboard. And it's at $675. But the raw copies of these, not the 1 out of 94, not the custom label, not graded, do around like $550. So, I really think that item is around $1,000 in value. I might be making a play on it later if it's still around the value it is right now. But next bid does take this thing up to around $840. So only take a few bids to get that up to $1,000. But I really think that this is around $1,000 memorabilia piece right here. It's pretty freaking cool. And I did have this in hand at one point. The gold really pops on the magazine. So take my word for it if you want to display it in your collection. It's really, really cool. Julian, anything going on in the chat?
We got Jonas asking best national moment guys. Aaron, you want to kick that one off?
I don't know. It sounds like you want to kick this one off.
Best national moment. I would probably say the big one was we both made some big acquisitions. That was pretty great. I don't want to get into the specifics too much, but I mean our guy Mike, always one of the nicest guys in the hobby, donating to Kesem. Also, I'll say also the amount of stuff we sold for Kesem. We had a whole showcase with a little.
We started with 3 whole showcases basically and a bunch of wax stacked up.
Yeah, and we had signs saying like this is for Camp Kesem, and people were buying stuff left, right, and center, which was amazing. Everyone was trying to contribute. So big shout out to everybody who helped out at the National, because we might hit that big goal, that big number.
Yeah, man, I really hope so. And if you are a fan of high-end football, I think this Jerry Rice really feels like a really good deal right now. This was donated by Shine 150. Many of you know who he is. He's one of the biggest collectors in the entire world. Has one of the biggest collections displayed on Instagram. And he was at the National this year. He donated this Jerry Rice Flawless 1-of-1 memorable marks of his collection. Can't be too many really nice on-card Jerry Rice autographs out there. And this is one of them. And I know that not everyone has enough money to bid over $1,000, but if there's any card in this auction, it feels like, it would be worth multiple thousands of dollars. This really does feel like it would be one of them. So if you do, find it within you to want to put this in your collection, to want to bid on it, I would say more power to you, because it's a really, really nice piece. And would love to see someone add that to their collection.
Yeah, and if nobody knows who Shine is, make sure you go check out his Instagram. He has some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen, and I mean, I'm like a kid in a candy store just scrolling through his page. So shout out Shine. He's been helping us multiple years.
This is his 3rd straight year donating, and I gotta say, not everyone would take the time and to take the generosity to donate to Camp Kesem, but Shine does every year, and I really appreciate it a lot. And once again, making a difference in kids' lives another year in a row. Sales of the cards he's donated are probably eclipsing 20K with this exact card too over the last 3 years. So we're pushing for over $300,000 in total sales in the last 3 years. But this makes up for quite a big portion of what that has been. So really thankful for that, and looking forward to seeing what that Jerry Rice does. Now, your boy Luigi, Julian, is chilling at 925 right now. I'm hoping we can get a little bit more for that one. And I'll update everyone right now, including the buyer's premium. We are at $21,535. So I'm really hoping we can kind of dig in and find another $3,500 somewhere in this auction. I'll be throwing in more bids as the night goes. I hope that other people are looking at the auction, hoping to support the kids. I think I'm bidding on a number of items right now to try to win. I'd really love to get some of these pieces in here and help out Camp Kesem as we always want to. So if you are looking at still feel free to go ahead and bid away as we talk about these items and transition into the second round of extended bidding here pretty soon, which then goes down in 5 minutes. And it's always the most active when you like myself when I am actually bidding pretty heavily in an auction. So I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. This entire week has been filled with intense card action, so why end it early at dinner time? Let's keep going to the night.
For sure. I mean,
He's
sorry,
got tripped hard.
I was trying to come up with a response for Max. Julian is definitely a Luigi. I was gonna call him Peach, but I feel like there's got to be a better character to dig him with.
Yeah, let's call him the Luigi's brother Wario.
I need Mario characters up on Google.
Or you could call him a Goomba. Max is
Goomba.
Goomba.
That's good.
Yeah, Vinny, don't talk about that one. I'm just kidding. I'm in on that Jackson Holiday, man. Crazy card. And Trevor Lawrence auto at 15 right now is next bid. If anyone were to bid again on the Trevor Lawrence, it takes it to $2,400. So anyone out there who wants to get in on Trevor Lawrence before the season starts, really nice on-card auto. Number out 15. I'm pretty sure that this is like, an NFL collector can tell me if I'm wrong, but this feels like it's like the, on-card kind of true rookie auto, where obviously there's the patch auto, which is way more valuable, but there's a lot of like random insert autos. This is pretty basic here. You got Trevor Lawrence, some silver foil, and a nice on-card auto on it. So anyone that's interested in Trevor Lawrence, that's got to be a card for you. And Piastri right now, not getting another bid as of right now with 1 minute, 54 seconds left. But even just to see that is spectacular. Props to Julian on that one. Julian pushed me to bid on that one. And all of you voted to to keep it in the auction last week. Max goes, great, thanks, guys. to be fair, Max, you took the dig first at Julian.
Yeah, I would have been quicker to respond, but like I said, my brain is dead.
The brain isn't functioning at the highest level right now.
It's not.
Jordan, you're welcome for the chair. No worries, man. We had a few, and I was standing and walking around or having to run around for most of the time. So happy to do that. Also, go ahead.
I was going to say, Jordan, I have to hear how the Justin Fields selling went, because I do feel partially responsible if it did not go well.
So 2 weeks ago, we were talking a lot on here about Justin Fields with actually might have been last weekend with Jordan. And Jordan, we would love an update. Did the Optic downtown go? Did the one of one go? You don't have to tell us on here if you don't want to, but I'd be intrigued to hear.
Just say good or bad.
We are 54 seconds away from extended bidding, round 2 starting, and there's a number of items that might be closing this first window, but make sure to get in those bids if you see anything you really want, because you will not be able to bid on these bad boys again if they do end right now. Remember, every single bid you place, the full buyer's premium as well, goes to help kids go to camp for free this summer. Their parents have cancer or had cancer and passed away, and it's the best week of the year for these kids. I was able to attend it last year. It was a very big eye-opening experience seeing these kids just enjoy the time with each other. I even gave them cards last year, and they were freaking out. Unfortunately, the camp fell. One of the weeks of the camp that I was able to make, or would have been able to make, fell right during the National this year. There's multiple weeks throughout the summer, so I wasn't able to go this year. I'm kind of trying to see if there's another week that I can pop into and give away some kids packs. But it really is a big deal for these kids, and I'm just blessed to be able to sit here and have all these donations rolling, and hopefully have you all be here to support.
Yeah. So somebody take a screenshot of this. He said, "Can we talk about soccer, please?" We all know that you want to call it soccer all the time, so you don't have to hold back. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. And then Jordan did move to Field. So, okay, I was going to feel responsible for it not being moved, but I also feel kind of responsible for putting the word out about Justin Fields, because no press is bad press.
No press is bad press. You know how it goes. Is my page still loading? Oh, no, we're here. We're good. We're moving. Let's see here. What are we on right now? We are currently at, including the buyer's premium, $21,902. So keep those bids rolling in for the items. Let's see if we can hit that 25K. Would love to do that here for the kids. So there's plenty of items out there to buy, and I'm excited to see if there's gonna be an item that I can win. But there is a soccer card in here. I got Max clowning me and Jonas right now. Talk about soccer. Here's Jude Bellingham, This was another one of Julian's purchases. Museum rookie patch auto or jersey auto, numbered out of 75, SGC 9 at $650. Feels like a pretty solid deal. Moved to Real Madrid. Scored. He, in fact, scored on Manchester United the other day. How do you feel about that one, Julian?
Yeah, that was a tough one, especially with our basically starting back line. He just like casually just ran right through the middle and then chipped it in, which was not great. And I was at the booth and I got the notification the game started, and I turned it on 8 minutes after the game started, and I'm like, okay, this should be fun, and it was already 1-0. So if anything, it should show that card should be worth a decent amount of money because he's a very good player. But I just don't want him to be a good player whenever he plays Manchester United.
Well, I do have to say, Chelsea, we won the summer series, my man. We won the summer series against Fulham, Brighton, Brentford, and whoever else or whatever it was.
I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Julian, can you give me an update on our boy Sal Frelick?
Yes, I am the highest bidder.
Okay. I'm just checking to see if I should be in on it or not. Sounds like it's a
Don't
no.
Don't worry. I'm trying to get my first baseball card.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, first baseball card purchased, I guess I'll say that.
I'm looking forward to have. Yeah, you've at least had one in your hand at one time or another.
Yep.
But what?
Yeah, I said yeah. That's true.
I'm looking forward to that as well. So hopefully you get that. And I'm really hoping to win a couple of these items here soon. And still dropping bids left and right here. I really like that Frank Robinson as well. Don't forget, everyone, keep on bidding if you want to. There's plenty of cards in your 100+ different items ending tonight that you might want to add to your collection that might be out there for solid deals. And we will see where a lot of these items land throughout the night. I love to get that Brook Lopez auto. Don't have Brook Lopez in my collection. There's a Steve Yzerman rookie as well for any hockey fans out there. I'm trying to get that Braylon Allen as well autograph. Oh, my card's up to $10, everyone. My card's up to $10.
Oh,
don't go too crazy. Don't go too crazy.
Get that signed. That like quadruples in value.
So it looks like we've had a number of items sell tonight so far, maybe like 10 to 20 items so far. Piastri got $690. Let's go. That's a great sale. Luigi Pikachu got 1,110, which feels like, sometimes what they sell for. A DK Metcalf sold, that Steph Curry magazine sold, and a few other things sold. But I'm going to make sure to get these bids in as we are moving on to the next extending bidding window here pretty soon. Pretty soon. Uh-oh. I thought it was telling me I have to reload.
Did you spend too much money? Psych, you can't spend too much money. It's for the kids, baby.
Oh, I love it. That's a great promotion right there. Can never spend too much money in the Camp Kesem auction. That is a great point. Man, I think I got a bid on Jonathan Taylor. I can't let a JTN for under $10. I'll drop a bid on that.
Will he be a Colt week 1?
I say yeah. I mean, eventually the NFL, I think, is going to have to break this mold of like completely paying running backs less than like punters and stuff. So I don't know. He's probably going to be a Colt week 1. He's probably going to play through some of the season. I feel like he's going to have a really good year if he stays healthy and probably get a contract negotiation he's happy with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I think he'll probably stick around. But have you seen some of the comments the owner's been making about him?
Yeah, dude, he's like kind of out of pocket right now about it, isn't he?
Not something you want to say.
I guess I didn't see everything, but also, were you winning that Iwasa?
I do not know. I
I
think I put a bid in.
I think it just ended for like $40.
Might have been me. I won the Freelick.
You did?
Yeah, let's go.
Congrats. First baseball card for Julian. Ooh, I think I got the Aaron Judge. I really wanted that one. I wanted it last week too, but of course we put it in the auctioneer. Let's see. Why can't I see everything in one? I think I got a decent amount here. Aaron Judge, Dynasty patch autograph. Jackson Holiday, Aqua Lava, numbered out 199 auto. Jordan Alvarez, Bowman Chrome auto. I did get a decent amount here. I got 8 items. Ronald Acuna Jr. auto, numbered out 50, SGC 8. Samuel Zavala, yellow out of 50 PS. And I need to get this because I gave away or I traded my auto atomic of him today, so I want to get one back. Brook Lopez, rookie auto. Braylon Allen auto, and a $6 Juan Franco. Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, I did not win the Wassa, but I won the South. So I'm very content.
Big D6 got the Bellingham. I did think giving a little bit of love there would have actually helped it, get a little bit more bids there. It looks like quite a bit of items actually sold there, including the Jerry Rice, including the Trevor Lawrence that got 2370. And now there's not too many items remaining actually in the Kesem auction. The most expensive item is its Jordan Walker. So lots of items ended after that first one. I really appreciate anyone that was placing bids. Hasn't moved up too much in value in the last window. We're at $22,213 right now, which is still freaking amazing. And I'm really excited about that, of course. And we're gonna have to do some final tallies this week. There's a lot of things that sold at the trade night and at our booth that has not been accounted for. But I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be very close to just about $300,000 in the last 3 years after this event. And we'll let everyone know, of course, next week or as the week goes on. But I'm pretty excited to see how this wraps up tonight and to see what we do in the end for the Camp Kesem kids. So don't forget to keep throwing in bids here as the night goes on. If there's anything smaller that you want to place a bid on, we'd love to have you get involved in that. Christian Yelich, can't let Christian Yelich go for under $10. I got a bid on that.
Max goes, I'm going to win you, Aaron. Does you have a dispose option?
Max, that's out of pocket, bro.
Out of pocket.
Come on. You couldn't at least relist it and donate the proceeds to Kesem. You really gotta burn it. Oh no,
that's too funny.
Oh.
Peg Junk, I want a raw Tiger Woods rookie of a nice price, along with the 2 Sacramento Kings cards for the PC. I'm assuming that was in our auction.
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
maybe wait. Actually, the Halliburton could have, but also he's on the Pacers now. Card Act won the Duncan of $9.99 SGC 10, and Jordan accidentally won a Favre Downtown Gold Vinyl 101. That seems like a difficult card to win on accident, but I hope you're happy with it.
Jeez, that man Jordan.
Can't contain him, man. You can't contain him.
Pethora says Jim Irsay's nuts, LOL. I agree. I don't think you should ever come out, even if there's a little bit of a dispute, you should never come out and say stuff that are obviously directed towards your running back and then claim it's not towards your running back. But yeah, we're both big JT guys because he went to Wisconsin. So they don't treat you right. Get out of there, JT. Come to the Niners. Actually, we have Christian McCaffrey, but maybe go to the Packers. I know.
Yeah,
I would like that.
We'll trade Aaron Jones in a 3rd round pick. Give us Jonathan Taylor. I don't know if that's a fair trade. Ask him Jonathan Taylor.
Max, can you teach me about baseball? Okay, you have this wooden bat. They throw the ball, you hit the ball, and then you run around the bases.
Dude, mine is absolutely blown right now. You get that, Max? Did you get that, or
very complicated sport? And then you try and catch the ball when they hit it.
You sound like Dorian Prince describing how to rebound a basketball.
Yeah. How did they get more rebounds than you? Well, I grabbed the ball when it bounced off the rim.
And they got more of those than we did.
Yeah, right. That was the best part.
That's how I finished off. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else was W'd here. Ooh, got really cool. I'm not a huge booklet fan, but honestly, when it's numbered out of 2, and it's Bo Bichette, and it's on card auto, $200 does not seem bad. $200 does not seem bad. I'm a big fan of that one.
Sure.
And let's see here. What else we got going? Oh, I got this one. Julian, remember this one?
Yeah, I think that was another one I bought.
Yeah, the color match, Anthony Richardson. You did get that one. Got the Frank Thomas. I got that boy Eloy Jimenez. Going to be in the Brewers hopefully by the end of tomorrow. And I got to figure out what card I'll be giving away because we'll be giving away a card along with the 4 subscriptions to the Basketball Card Fanatic magazine tonight. So like I said, I'll try to get everyone set up with that with Adam. And, you really just have to he'll plug in your address and start receiving them. Lots of really good, insightful information there. And it's like I said, it's around $100 in value for the whole year. So hopefully you all find that valuable. and I'm excited to see who the 5 giveaway winners are for tonight. But first, we gotta go through the rest of the auction. You still got Derek Rose ending here. We'll pop over. Ooh, okay. I also won outside of the auction. The only card I was really bidding on outside of the Kesem auction, I got Jackson Trio Orange Shimmer.
I was gonna guess. I saw that card. Very cool card.
I had to go for it. I also won this. Sorry, I got to ban Yelich and Trio cards if they're in the auction. So I got this Yelich Red of 100 PSN, which is really cool from the Platinum set. And then I also am trying to win a possibly the Yelich Auto PSA 6, but I don't really know how I'd buy that because I already have the SGC 9.5, the same card. I'm an addict when it comes to buying Brewers and Chelsea cards. If you don't know that. No,
I can confirm that there were multiple people who came up to our booth and said, I saw either this like Brewers card, this Chelsea card, and then was like, you should go get it. And Aaron went and got it. So strong passion, which isn't a bad thing, except for when he's trying to sell it, then sometimes he pays a little too much. But we don't have to talk about that.
We're gonna talk about that. Kevin said won the Macario. Kevin, nice grab.
And pick up Kevin.
Kardak got the 91 Yager rookie SGCA and the blue scope of what was that, Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
Got it.
JT
nice,
blue
nice,
scope.
nice.
This Xavi and Luka Modric red is still going, which I think is a sick card. I probably should have bid on this. Those 24 matchups.
You that was you grabbed that one too, right?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure you got that in part of the same card deal. And
yes. So what did the Jude sell for?
It was like $700 or something like that.
Okay, so we got that for 500 raw.
We did?
Yes.
Look at that, multiplying the money for the kids.
Very solid.
Oh, it went for nearly 800, Julian. He's like, yeah. And also, I gotta give a big shout out here before you go, Julian. Shout out to SGC. 50 of the cards graded in this auction were graded by SGC for free. Julian, what do you buy that for?
$500 raw.
Got a 9, hit 780 here on the weekly auction, all for the kids. Big John says, what's up? What is up? What is up? Jonas was disappointed there's no 50% off everything at our booth. Well, Jonas, I think that you wouldn't be the only one that's disappointed about that at all booths.
Jordan asking, did either of you pick up any 101s at the show? Well, funny enough, when they were doing the silver packs for Tops, I'm assuming most of you know about it, but like you could buy like a hobby box, and then you could go to the Tops booth and get a silver pack of the sport that you bought. So I bought like 7 MLS finest hobby boxes. And the first one, I hit a super fracture of an MLS player, Quinn Sullivan, but I don't know anything about him, but still a super fracture. So that means I'm on your level now, Jordan. Better watch out.
I don't think I got any 101s too. No super fractures to note. My card's at $12.
Big time.
Better than 0.
Big time. Jonas, I told you 50% off everything that was Aaron's, not Slap Stocks boots, just Aaron's stuff.
Also, I could double the price tag on everything and make it 50% off. How's that sound, Jonas?
That's true. It works.
Works every time. We got 14 seconds left in this window. Kevin, if you want to outbid me on the Sam Kerr, feel free to. It's for the kids. If you want to outbid me, feel free to if you think it's a deal for yourself. I know there's only 4 seconds left. You're not even going to hear me say this by the time it ends. Probably the YouTube delay, but here we are.
Okay, here's the thing. Max is bidding on your cards, so I think we just run them up for the kids and then like get some more money.
I might have just ended there. It did.
Oh,
$14, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
big money.
You're basically a celebrity now.
I mean, bigger than Trevor Lawrence, to be honest.
Yeah. Easy buy.
Seriously. I mean, Jordan, I think it was kind of a deal. And shout out to Kevin for getting the Julian Alvarez. Where'd that end at? $86. Nice buy. Let's see here. We have got, oh man, I really thought I was going to win that Adley. It was at out of 99. It was pretty good price and still is a good price. I think the last one was a BGS 9 that sold for like $400 or something like that. I think it's a good price. Yeah, it's there's been very few to sell out of those silver packs. I think that's what it's out of. D Rose is still going. I kept being out big on the Jordan Walker. I think I'm gonna quit on that one right now. I have a Jordan Walker red out. That's at 5 that I just got this weekend.
Yeah.
11. What?
I was gonna say we're still going with a decent amount of cards, which is great.
We are.
I need to look at what's sold.
Yes, Max got it.
Massive win.
Thank you, Max. And Cardax says I'm bidding on the Adliab 99. Well, I will leave you to that one. And this one's pretty crazy. So this is the lenticular card from the Zero Cool Stranger Things set that came out, the Billy Butcher one last year.
Oh yeah, that is a cool card.
So,
but I know very little about Stranger Things, and I know you love Stranger Things. So maybe one of these days I should watch the show just so I can understand what you're saying.
but you see, this is actually like a 3D card, Julian. Like it's like a hologram. Like you move it one way, it turns one way. You move it another way, it turns another way. It's supposed to go from 11's face to like the upside down, like all these little like tentacle things. It actually looks like that the tentacles are coming out of her head right now.
Yeah. Wait, so but it's like the same image. It's just like it looks like she's like looking at you, or is it like two different images?
No, it's two different images. It's two completely different images, but right now it's merging the two together. It's supposed to be water around her head, not like that upside down looking thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so it just looks crazy on the scan.
Very cool, very cool. Here we go. We got another comment. Pathroid got Galactic 140 out of 250 for my 2016-17 Galactic Master set tonight. Slow but fun chase. That's always the best stuff. You know, you got the sets might take a little bit longer, but once you get it, that feeling's great. Which I know. Speaking of sets, I know Andrew is going after some cards at the National that he's been trying to complete, and I know he's very close. So anybody who sees what is it, the Ring of Honor football? I don't know what year it is.
I think it's from 2005.
2005. Hit up St. Croix Cards.
Or no, maybe 2002.
2002. Some 2000s.
2002. Number the refractors, number of 100.
We got Oscar. What's up, Oscar? Oscar was hanging around the booth with us, which we had a great time. So he needs to stop growing though, because he's 12 and he looks like he's 17.
So he's gonna get self-conscious once he passes him in height at like the age of 14.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel good about myself.
So yeah, stunt your growth, Oscar, for that reason alone. Jordan, I voted for Chicago. The votes were very, very split through the comments on Instagram, and Chicago to me is the easiest location for pretty much anyone who wants to attend, vendors, all the way around. I mean, it's outside of the downtown. It's so easy to get around to. It really is the best location for multiple reasons.
Yeah, and we were talking about like the airport's right there, so people who are coming in, it's not a hassle. I got to mention the food. We went to that taco place, Cilantro, I think 3 times the entire time. If anybody else went there, let us know, because that was fantastic.
Dude, cilantro is gas. I was like, after Julian's first review of it being better than Chipotle, I was like a little hesitant to agree, but I'm like, no, dude, that thing is so good.
Yeah.
If anyone's been to cilantro, let us know. Or if you are able to try, go to Rosemount or somewhere in Illinois and try it out.
I need to look up if it's a chain, if there's one close to my house back home, because if there is, we're in trouble because I'm going to spend too much money there.
Man, so good. All right. I'm up to 14 items one here. Good amount of baseball. Got a little bit of soccer here, Sam Kerr. Got a little booklet action. Got some Anthony Richardson. I did snag quite a few items here, and probably going to give away this Braylon Allen auto tonight. I got plenty of Braylon Allen autographs here back at home, or ones we brought back from the National. And it's a $20 card. We'll give that away. And then we'll also give away the 4 subscriptions to the Basketball Card Fanatic magazine that Adam from Basketball Card Fanatic donated. We did not go to Big Chicken. I already ate a lot of chicken recently, and I eat a lot of chicken all the time. But that cilantro smacks. If Big Chicken's good, though, I'll try it the next time we go.
Yeah, and I don't want to touch. We don't have to keep talking about food, but I will say, did anybody eat from that like sushi place in the National?
Oh, you were doubting.
I was doubting. I was 100% saying that Aaron had it one of the days before all of us, and I was like, he's going to be on the toilet the rest of the show. And I ate it twice. It was fantastic.
I had 3 times. Got First, I got a spicy tuna bowl, then a salmon bowl or seasoned salmon, then a spicy tuna again. It was fired.
Fantastic.
Big fan. I was gonna get the sushi pieces, but like I seen people's bowls, and I'm like, that looks like a lot of food. And for $17, I was like, I need a lot of food to last the rest of the day.
Yeah,
Most
for sure.
impressive item you saw at the National. I mean, you could always just say like walk up to one of the big auction houses and point to like the most expensive card. But Julian, if something rings a bell in your head of like the most impressive thing you saw, I'm trying to think of something that's like really unique, like someone had like a set put together or something like that, or like a ton of cards of one player.
Most impressive. I mean, single card. I've told multiple people this, but someone walked up to the booth with the triple superfractor auto of
Oh,
Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric, and Lionel Messi, which is a humongous card pulled out of the new or recent 2022 Chrome set. And man, that is a super sick card. He just kept pulling heat out of his bag, and I was like, "Is that that's a magic bag? I need to get me one of those." But in terms of set, I feel like there was a lot
I
of
here
people.
we go. I got it. Honestly, Max, I'm not even trying to mess with you right now. Max putting together 3 Chelsea superfractors in like a 2-day period is quite impressive. You know, sees that Enzo gets pulled, buys the Enzo Super 1 of 1 auto. Here's about the Mudryk game pull from Brian. Both John and Brian pull the 2 supers of those guys, gets the Mudryk, and then also himself pulls a draw Felix. That was pretty impressive to see 3 of those superfractors and fans of Chelsea fans span in 2 days. I feel like, Julian, you tell me, you know, I know you've been to 3 nationals now. They used to do this a lot with these like, you know, tops like silver packs. They haven't done it for a few years. Do you feel like that created way more buzz at the show this year? Like I felt like that like the first 3 days of the show, the energy was so high from like ripping packs, but also getting like really good value along with the packs.
It was amazing. That was all the talk. Every I was doing basically only soccer for that, and every soccer person I talked to was talking about that, and it was amazing. It was I told all the guys at the Tops booth that it was a super smart promotion because not only did it have people buying product that necessarily is the most important to collectors like a MLS finest, but I mean the amount of people that I saw ripping MLS product just for those silver packs because of the great value you got out of it. um it was really smart, and I didn't know that like if they had done it in years priors or what, but if they do it again next year, just I know for sure I'm going to be stocking up on a lot more just because they stopped Friday because there was no more product to buy.
All gone.
Yeah, and I know yeah, I see Max's comment. I did get lucky with a couple of my pulls, so yeah, it was great. I had a great time. I went a little crazy that day with ripping, but
Tell me, just give everyone for that hasn't watched the videos yet a little synopsis about your polls.
okay. So we started off the day. I bought a Revolution Soccer Asia Blaster, and I pulled a Holland Auto out of it.
Wait. You didn't start from the top.
No. We're not starting from the top. We're not starting from the top. Let's just say I did not mean to buy that product. We'll just say that. And I later opened it and I pulled the Holland, and then later on, after I pulled that, I went to bought some product for the Tops or silver packs, and I probably opened like 7 or 8, and I pulled a Mudryk red out of 5, Garnacho rookie auto out of 10, and a couple other color, but it was amazing. I mean, I was so excited. I was in shock the entire day. And then I also did one of the Bowman Chrome University finest boxes just to see like what those packs were like. And then once I opened the box, I got a Will Levis insert auto, which was, I mean, I should have gambled at a casino or something after that.
Number out 25 at
At
that.
25. I was feeling lucky.
Max says, "I tops. I want to stand here for 2 hours
No,
in my
we're not
panini
putting
box.
this on
Can I
the
have your
internet.
bags, please?"
We're not putting this on the internet.
Oh my gosh, so funny, so funny. All right, we're down to 4 items left. 4 items left in the custom auction tonight. I got a total here so far that we're like $22,575. So we are very, very close to what I thought would put us over 50K. Obviously, like I said, we got to kind of do all the adding up of the totals and seeing where we were at before all this year's Kesem donations started rolling in. But I gotta imagine that like we're pretty darn close to hitting $300,000 in the last 3 years, somewhere around there. And we'll see how high some of these cards go here to help contribute.
Can you believe that? $300,000 in 3 years. That I can't even wrap my head around that for the amount of people that's helped. So shout out to everybody, man. The hobby's great.
Yeah, seriously. And the crazy thing is that it started actually right here on this YouTube channel. You know, right where we are right now. It started, it'd be 2.5 years ago, with a $20 donation. And here we are hosting a live stream on a Sunday night after the third national that we've done this and putting up almost 25 grand in a night. So it's nuts. It's nuts. And like Julian said, you know, we're just a small piece of the pie that helped facilitate this all happening. But trust me, you know, I donated some things throughout this, you know, between cards in this auction, a few other things along the way to help raise some funds, forecast them from myself. But, you know, many, nearly all of the funds are coming from collectors that just want to help others. And that's what matters the most. And that is really just points to how amazing the hobby is, like what Julian said. I mean, there's so many good people out there. You know, we met a lot of them. Julian, shout out Mike. But also, I'm going to give a shout out to his actual Instagram handle for those that actually want to find him and know who he is. Leahi, Leahi, right?
Yep.
Leahi, and then it's like 5793.
Yeah, I think it's like 5'1". Let's see.
Say the full thing so people know, so they're not trying to retrace what I said.
It is Leahi, so it's Leahi 51513.
Yeah, so he donated a Tom Brady, I think it was, to our auction or to our booth for selling. I think sold full price, I think, and then he donated during our deal, you know, $1,000 Adley Rushman card that sold immediately at the booth. I was really close to just buying the card straight up for $1,000 because it's such a nice card. But man, it was awesome. Thanks so much to Mike and everyone that supported this. And
people were also like just coming up to the booth that like didn't really know that it was happening, and once I told them, just pulled cards out of their case and just handed it over. And there was some nice stuff,
dude. I know someone. I can't remember his name, and it's kicking myself right now for not remember. I'm trying my best with so many people. Someone like donated like 5 cards, and he's like, I want to donate a couple of things. Pulls out like easily $500 worth of stuff. Lonzo Ball, sneaker spotlight, and a couple other really nice pieces that netted for sure like $500. That's just out of the blue right there at the show. Like they're not there to donate cards; they're there to buy cards. And like some people didn't even know what it was, and were just enthralled by wanting to help others and pay more for items. Like that Adley, I asked $900 for, the person paid $1,000. So it's just crazy.
Great stuff.
Definitely. We are still at 4 items left on here. I might pop around to some other items here pretty soon. We're about to hit the 1 minute window. So I'm not gonna push and go elsewhere yet because this should be wrapping up pretty soon, or the Kesem part of this. And also, Papa Slabs just texted me and said that a guy bought a bargain box that we have for $20 and ended up donating a $100 card back, along with the $20 buying the bargain box for, and that card then sold for $100 later to Golfenny, who many might know from our different soccer card break streams. So, it's just it's a crazy circle of people helping all week, and it's really touching, and I love it. I love it a lot, and I love everyone that helps with this, and even anyone that comes here to watch tonight just to take part of it. It means a lot. We got 5 giveaways coming, like I said, tonight. So once these Kesem items end, we'll do our 5 giveaways and probably call the stream there, as I do want to focus totally on the Kesem for tonight. Wesley, I did talk to Michael Rubin for the first time briefly, but nothing nothing crazy. Shook his hand. He's a nice guy. Asked me how I'm doing and stuff like that. I talked to Mike Mahan as well, who's the CEO of Fanatics Collectibles at the same time. Max says, what will you trade for an SGC 9.5 if you were in a Pele auto? Yeah, Max, you fly back to England and never return again. I'm just kidding. I'm joking, Max. Max, we had a great time at the booth this week. It's so much fun.
I don't know. I feel like one of the Chelsea cards you sold there, and we'll give that back to you for free. Maybe like that Medweke.
No, that one I didn't. Okay, Max, you gotta give me some props. You didn't see the Nani out of the booth once this week. You didn't see that once. I can guarantee you it's sat in my case the entire time since I bought that. So, Max, go ahead. Go ahead, give me some props,
guys.
Oscar says Julian 800 on the Ronaldo.
No comment.
Kardak says W for the Senna. Congrats, Kardak. Thank you for buying another one.
I think we're officially done in the auction.
Oh, wait, we are. I didn't realize that. We are officially done. Let's see if we can get the correct order here. There it is. So our highest seller tonight, first of all, claps all around. Thank you for everyone for bidding in the auction, including yourself, Julian, winning your first baseball card. Really cool. Also, Sam, thank you for jumping in. Good to see you as well. I know National Red Killer bought a 5 up on my slabs. It's not. I did see some sell for that actually on eBay, I think as well. But here we are talking about the Kesem auction. We got the Trevor Lawrence, $2,370 was the highest selling card in the auction. You got Mike Trout's there, update rookies doing around 1,300 average. Jerry Rice at 1,200. Luka Doncic silver PSA 10 1,100. 1,100 on the Luigi. I got the Judge right there, 1,000. I got that one, and then we've got the Jackson Holiday 870 as well, and then we got a bunch of other cards obviously underneath that. I hope everyone had a great time watching the auction close tonight for the kids as well. Nick Knack says it. Peg Jung says for them kids, and don't forget all of the sales from tonight, including the buyer's premium, goes to send kids to camp for free whose parents are impacted by cancer. There's Julian's win right there, the South Fralick for $222. I'm now jealous. He owns a better South Fralick than I do after selling my blue this weekend.
Yeah, well, after selling, that's the key word. For now, I'll have a nicer one.
Just wait, I'm gonna go buy an orange now that you own that. But yeah, make sure to load up that giveaway. There's gonna be 5 giveaway winners tonight. One will win a card, which will be a Braylon Allen SGC 9.5 refractor auto, and then there will be 4 year-long subscriptions to the Basketball Card Fanatic. I do not know if international counts for the I don't know if they ship the magazine internationally. I do not know that, but feel free to jump in and if for some reason one of the 4 winners of the magazines can't get shipped to them, I'm sure that a digital copy can be provided and everything like that.
Max, buddy, it's number 1. I don't know the numbering system in England, but it's going to be the first one on your keyboard.
He got it. Don't worry, he fixed it a little bit lower down. He finally used his eyes and was able to find it. And Kardak, thank you. I appreciate it, but a lot of work goes in from my team as well. It's not just myself, even in slab stocks. Julian, my parents, Andrew, Oscar, Hank, and Grant, who's at the booth as well. Even engaged with some people in Camp Kesem. It means a lot, and everyone does a great job to pitch. And I gotta say, there actually will be a couple more items coming up for auction in the coming weeks here on PWCC that were not in tonight's official Kesem auction. I will point them out as they come up for sale on the streams we do in the future, but they just weren't included tonight, including a really, really, really big card, a Super Fractor First Bowman prospect that will be live for auction here quite soon. It's donated by Jimbo from Kentucky Roadshow. It's a huge card, so I'm really excited for that one to go live at auction. I might even be in on that one. I hope that a lot of people are in on it. It's a First Bowman Chrome Super Fractor that he pulled himself, and he said that he can't imagine a better place to have the card sell for. That's just an incredible donation from Jimbo, but that'll be coming up in the coming weeks. And also, we are going to shut down this giveaway in 1 minute at 10:05 p.m. Central Time. So get into those number ones here very soon. $10:05 coming up here. There it is, 10:05. All right, giveaway is done, and we are going to go ahead and gather those names, and that'll be the last thing we do tonight. Maybe, just maybe, I will be able to pick the person finally that wins the giveaway. I am starting to get rather tired as well, if y'all can't tell. The brain function is starting to get a little worse as the time goes on.
Yeah, maybe we'll get. I think we'll get a little bit more sleep than we did the past few nights.
Seriously, it's got to hop on some daily slab activities here right after this, but still definitely get more sleep with tomorrow not having to get up at 7 a.m. Julian's probably going to sleep until like 2 p.m. tomorrow.
No, I actually can't, surprisingly, because I have to get up early for a meeting. But
the
day after that, I'll probably sleep until noon.
I'm just gathering these things. I gotta make sure I delete out Max's 7 for not being able to find the number 1 on the keyboard.
Man.
All right, here we go, everyone. 5 winners, like I said. There will be 1 winner that gets the Braylon Allen auto. There will be 4 different winners that get a subscription to the Basketball Card Fanatic. Thank you to everyone for being here. Here we go. 3 times the randomization. 1, 2, and third and final time. I'm gonna pick Max. Max is gonna win this one.
No, I'm going for Jonas because he said he's not going to the national again if he doesn't win. So
Craven Cards gets the W. We got Leslie at 2, MJ Flipper at 3, Don on the Farm at 4, and Adam Holgate at 5. So 2 through 5. Please email me your addresses, info@slabstocks.com. Please email me your shipping addresses. And Craven Cards, please email me your PWCC character key by hitting preferences and sending me your character identity key, and we'll get that Braylon Allen transferred over to you. But congrats to the 5 of you for winning. It looks like that Max came in 22nd place. Jonas, I don't know what Jonas is.
he was like 14.
14.
Yeah. Hey, Jonas, at least you beat Max. That's pretty good consolation prize.
Braylon Allen, Max, familiarize yourself. Remember, soccer's not the only sport in the world, although I do love it. All right, man. Ooh. Silky Mitts getting into the soccer game. Hank starting to get on that pitch.
I'm expecting a 30-goal season.
All right, everyone. I really appreciate all. Yes, met down on the farm. It's been a bit, but finally met you as well. Thank you to anyone that bid in tonight's PWCC weekly auction here for supporting Camp Kesem. Like I said, it was final number. I'll recalculate just to make sure that I'm right. After the buyer's premium, it all ended up at $22,607. And that is not all that is going to Camp Kesem. There's plenty that was sold at our booth, plenty that was sold at the trade night, plenty of cash that was just donated straight to the Kesem charity page. And we'll get all those numbers added up throughout the week and make a big announcement on Instagram. And we'll let you all know if we did break $300,000. Fingers crossed, hoping we do. Other than that, Julian, any last things?
Gotta say, another great year for Camp Kesem. So shout out to everybody who helped, and bigger and better things next year, of course.
Of course, always. Thank you, everyone that's here. Thank you to PWCC for running this auction. All the buyers premium donate. It's crazy. And I cannot wait to see you all next week, Sunday, for another edition of Slabstock Sundays, 9:45 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget, we'll see you there.